I'm the Chief Information Officer for Daisy Brand. I have responsibility for all of our technology strategy and how we actually leverage technology to run our business. That encompasses everything from business processes through the actual development of applications, software, hardware, and communications network. So I like to say if it plugs in the wall, we're probably involved with it.
You might know Hicks Sports Group is actually the parent company to Texas Rangers baseball and Dallas Stars hockey. So obviously we support the operation of two pro sports teams.
My name is Chris Koenig. I'm a developer evangelist with Microsoft. My job is to work with the local area communities, user group leaders, community influentials, MVPs, customers, students, partners, just about everybody, to make sure that they know what's going on inside Microsoft as far as developer tools and technologies are concerned, help them understand what our visions are, what our products are, and how they can make use of them within their organizations.
It all started about the time I was in high school. This was about the time that personal computers were really kind of coming on the scene, so I'm dating myself now. I had the opportunity to take some what I call advanced math classes as a high school student that dealt with computer programming. So essentially it was an interest / hobby turned into a profession. So when I got out of high school, when I went to college, I specifically studied in information systems at the business school, and knew from pretty much that point forward that's what I wanted to do. So I figured if I could have fun making a living at the same time, it'd probably be worthwhile.
I think like a lot of people, I was interested in math and science, kind of had an aptitude for that a little bit, and maybe interested in technology. I'm just old enough that I was growing up about the time that there was somewhat of a computer revolution, so we had some exposure to that. Had the good fortune of being one of the first students at my high school to have access to computer equipment in the high school, so that kind of set the pace and sparked my interest.
Well, actually, I sort of fell into information technology a little by accident. I, unlike most of my peers, do not have a computer science degree. I actually have a business degree. And the company that I was working for at the time, that I got right out of college with my MIS degree, had a great program for developing software developers within their organization. The pay seemed like it would be pretty good, especially for a guy coming right out of college. It was a big, stable company, so I said, hey, this is kind of fun, I'll get involved in that, and that's sort of where I started. From there, I got more and more interested in what was going on, and joined additional projects to further develop my skills, and now it's what I do all the time.
I would say right now the key is probably diversity. Having a chance to experience multiple types of technologies, whether that be on the programming side or the network communication side, or on security or storage management. With the complexity of systems we have today, there's just going to continue to be a demand, if you will, for people that can support those. So I think it's important that you have as much exposure as you can. How do you do that? Obviously, a diversity of curriculum, internship possibilities in the summertime, or even during, if you want to take a semester off and go do an internship, that's probably worthwhile too. Those kind of what I call related work experiences will go a long way towards getting the career actually started. And thinking back on it, that was a key point of me getting into the work that I was in. Was I had a lot of summer internship work all through college. The focus on project management is huge, and the ability to communicate the value of the technologies that you're working on. Without those two skills, you may be the best programmer in the world, you may be the best network engineer in the world, but if you can't manage projects and you can't communicate, it's just going to be a barrier.
I'd say for students that have an interest in technology, the sciences are very important. Obviously, math is important. Focus on school and the work they do there that might lead into a career is very important. I think in the future and even today, a lot of the folks that are leaders in technology are pretty well-rounded. Their focus is not solely on technology, so having opportunities to be exposed to business and understanding what your customers do, I think that's probably very important today and probably more so in the future for people interested in technology.
Well, I can't think of a business that I don't work with today that relies heavily on IT. And coming out of college, there are a lot of great opportunities to work with some pretty experienced folks to help develop your own skills. I know at Microsoft we have a program called DreamSpark that is targeted at students that are in high school, that are in college, to help them start learning about our development tools. DreamSpark actually, if you qualify for the program, will give you a number of different software development packages that we offer at no cost to the student, so that they can begin, learning how to build applications. There's lots of tutorials and communities around that they can join. Things like SQL Server and Visual Studio, even our robotics developer tools and our XNA developer tools to help students get familiar with how to build applications using some of our most popular technologies.
I think it's important that the education process is a key component of actually kind of opening doors in the beginning, and like I said, supplementing that with any kind of related work experience, even if it's just working in a particular industry, is going to be really helpful for students coming out in the marketplace.
My biggest advice would be to don't shy away from it. There's a lot of great opportunities to do some great work. The technologies are advancing so fast today with our natural touch devices like the Surface. It's an amazing time to be in technology. If I was a student now, I would definitely look at DreamSpark and see about taking advantage of that, getting my hands on some of these development tools, some of these different software packages that we offer. I would look around in my local area to find out if there's any local user groups that are meeting to talk about software development. I know here where I live, we have a very active developer community, and there are a number of user groups all across the Dallas-Fort Worth area that meet very regularly. They meet every month, and they share a lot of great information, best practices, and techniques. I see a lot of students starting to come to these things. It's helping them with the work that they're doing in college, and it's beneficial to the developer who's been on the job a while to get sort of a different view on things from different industry experts. So I would say, don't give up and get involved.
We're going to see a little bit of a lull as some of the bigger industries that have been known for recruiting a lot of students, whether that be financial industry or oil and gas. Oil and gas is still making a lot of money, and the financial industry they're kind of cleaning house right now. So some of the large companies that recruited in the past may not be the same people we see on campus, but I still think that the needs, especially in manufacturing and consumer goods and making a product and being innovative and all those things, they require support of technology in some form or fashion. We're going to see increased government regulation. Some of the new stimulus package actually includes funding for healthcare and technology. So I think we'll see an enormous amount of growth of our technology skills in the healthcare industry. So Career.com this week actually had it as, I think, 3 or 4 of the top 10 paid careers are actually technology-related careers. So I think there's still a good future ahead of us.
Well, obviously technology has changed a lot, and I think the pace has accelerated. Obviously, we see new technologies faster today than we ever have. So technology is not going away. There's going to be new opportunities in the future. For people that are interested in the sciences and engineering, technology is a pretty cool place to be.
Today's economic climate, it makes it a little more challenging to find exactly the kind of job that you're looking for. I know a lot of companies also offer intern programs, which while you're in school can be an invaluable opportunity to learn, at the hands of somebody who is an experienced developer. I'd love to see our industry come up with like a journeyman program of some kind where you could apprentice to somebody who's already established as a software developer and learn from them along with them. Other industries have done things like that. I could see a lot of value in our industry for that as well.